Hey there, mindful travelers.
Hey.
And welcome to Lessons with Novel Excursion. So we are going to run through this super fast because we had technical difficulties earlier, and I think the cats ate our microphone cord, so the volume didn't work. Hey, go grab little man. Little man's trying to run away now. So if you are... Actually, I have to go get him. Give me 1 second. And we're back. I forgot Sarah is on her roller skates, so picking up the baby is not a good idea. Okay, anyways, so yes, I think our cord is destroyed. So if you listened to our last video, you are not crazy. There's no volume. You have not gone deaf. I promise you, everything's okay. So take a deep breath, and now to our lesson. So we were talking about leaving no trace. We're not going to get into details because I think it's already time to go pick up Amanda. But the big things was that we're really trying to help people understand how to be mindful, right? So traveling mindfully means being aware, being cognizant of everything around you and the impact that you make. So us as humans, we make an impact on everything and everyone. So it's not just about the cultures, it's not just about the environment, it's about everything. Everything we do, everything we touch, we change. And that comes into play with things like when you collect things, right? So what do you want to be when you grow up?
A paleontologist who collects bones.
Yeah, so paleontologists love collecting things. So little paleontologist over here loves grabbing things, especially what, rocks and seashells?
Yep, rocks and quartz.
And Adrian loves things too, right? You like to eat everything.
Yeah.
But
even
one
cedar
thing,
trees.
so as fun as that is, and even I at my age love to collect things, and I'm sure Marty over at Show and Tells is going to be laughing at me right now when I told her I don't have things, but I love collecting stuff. But as fun as that is, we have to remember that it can have an impact on the environment, and it can have a negative impact on the environment. So earlier when we were doing the film, we were down by the creek bed, and there was terracing. We had a discussion about how rocks, roots, plants, everything like that has an impact on the way floodwaters will interact with the bank. So if we take rocks and we take roots away and we don't replace them where we got them, what happens when there's a flood, Sarah?
It all goes to the ocean. It's all carried away by the water.
So the soil will lose its integrity and it will wash away, which causes detrimental effects to the environment, other shrubs and other flora and fauna that live in the area. Then it can have a drastic impact on urban infrastructure as well. So there's a bridge right over there that requires, and it requires enough of, ground to be stable, right? And if that keeps getting washed away, it's going to topple over. So things like that come into play when we take stuff away from the environment. Another thing that we want to consider is when we're picking up shells, a lot of these shells can become homes for different organisms. So that's why it's great to look at them, take pictures, but put them back. Replace them where they came from. Let other generations like Sarah and little crying Adrian here see them in the future. Something that I did discuss, and I just want to mention it briefly, is I very easy to decide typically on land because there's very clear boundaries between countries and states and whatever else. So if something's found in Turkey, who owns it, Sarah? Italy, right? Oh, Turkey. Okay, not Italy. Sorry. I guess it's disputed still. But if it's a shipwreck in the Mediterranean Ocean off the coast of Santorini, who owns that?
I don't know.
Greece? Maybe Egypt? I don't know.
Greece could own it, Egypt could own it, even Turkey could own it.
Yeah, so that's the discussion there. But one thing we don't think about is what about the unspoken stakeholder? And that is the environment and the organisms that live in that shipwreck. So what most people don't know is shipwrecks will often become living coral reefs. So coral vegetation will grow on it, and animals will live. Animals will create it into their home. So when we fight over who owns what, and then we pick it up off the seabed, maybe one country got their way, but what happens to the environment? Okay? So that is what Leave No Trace is all about. So whenever you're traveling, you want to consider the impact that you make. You make an impact on everything. So we're currently off the path right now, so we're being a bad example. But we're not moving around. We just came and sat on this rock. We're trying to keep Adrian away from the bikers, the cyclers who might run him over, little man. Anyways, but you want to stay on the paths. You're going to produce refuse. You're going to produce garbage. Try and minimize that. So what we do, we have a camping box that has reusable utensils and cups. So Sarah can do the dishes, as she loves so much when we're camping, so we don't produce additional waste. But if you do, what should you do, Sarah? When you have trash, what do you do?
Find a trash can or a recycling bin.
There you go. We do not litter, because that will cause negative impacts on the environment. And we want to recycle as much as possible, because even when we use a garbage can, then we create refuse in landfills, and that is also not good. So the summary of this quick lesson is try and be mindful everywhere you go. Try and minimize your impact. Understand that everything you do has an impact, good or bad, okay? And that's what we try and push here at Novel Excursion, and that's why our very first line of apparel that we launched today is all organic and recycled products. So super excited to launch that today. That was supposed to be a seamless flow into a plug. Didn't go as well as I thought, because Sarah was over there picking up Adrian on her roller skates again. So yes, we launched Apparel by Novel Excursion today. Super excited. If you go sign up for our mailing list, you'll get 10% promo code for this whole week until October 25th. We will be launching 4 more designs in November and 4 more in December, so be prepared for that. All our designs are intended to inspire purposeful and meaningful travel. And as I said, all the materials are organic and recycled materials to stay in line with our mission and our goals, and making the world a better place, because everything we do, has an impact. Okay. So thank you for stopping by, and I apologize if the lesson was a little weird today, but we had those technical difficulties earlier, and raising 2 little ones is always a challenge. So running a business is even more so. So we are juggling 2 little ones at all times, juggling everything in life, and that can be the same about everyone. I'm sure you all have things going on, so I'm sure you understand. Thank you again for stopping by, and come follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/Novel Excursion. And as we say here at Novel Excursion,
don't forget to travel mindfully.